Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Powell out of the shotgun. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Gibson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd down throw for Howell. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Sly able to put this one through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And It's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Gibson. And a short gain down to about the 33. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will do it for this first half.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Robinson up the middle.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down here.
Eluding the pressure right.
Got an open man, finds Gibson.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
On first down, Howell.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Throwing on first down, Chamberlain. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Back to throw, Chamberlain. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Chamberlain steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Cook following the penalty.
145 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. He's got a man complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here's Cook again.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2, Chamberlain.
They'll find Nwangu underneath. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Looking to throw. Chamberlain. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, two-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, Howell to throw.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Once more, Gibson.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over. First and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Up the middle, it's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 82 yards.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem fazed one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
Now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Gibson again. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Daniil Hunter able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, in a tight 1-point game.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Back to throw, Howell.
Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Well, when this drive began, the offense only needed a field goal, but the defense ramped up the pressure, and after back-to-back sacks, they're feeling confident they might keep them off the board.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
4th down, Howell, desperation time.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll run with Robinson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Again, it'll be Robinson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before